On conservative media, where facts often don't matter and Trump talking points take priority, it can be delightful when a host gets corrected and humiliated on their own show. Well, that just happened to Laura Ingraham on Fox News. She got visibly upset when guest Kevin O'Leary torpedoed Ingram's claims about big money donors fueling the Kamala Harris campaign. O'Leary noted that most of Harris's money is coming from small donors.
You're Kamala Harris right now. You're killing it on what matters. What matters in a campaign is money, particularly now, and she's killing it raising money.
Why are the billionaires giving her money? Kevin, you know these people.
No,
My
she's not getting it from billionaires.
Why?
She's getting it.
Silicon Valley and Wall Street
at a time. She's killing it.
She's killing it, said O'Leary. In fact, according to campaign finance reports, in the month of July, the Harris campaign pulled in over $310 million. 2/3 of the donations came from first-time donors, and 94% of the contributions were for $200 or less. But Ingraham continued to insist that Harris is now beholden to high-tech billionaires.
Silicon Valley and Wall Street is shoveling money at Kamala Harris. Why is that? You know they are.
Because it's working. Because she's figured out how to get these. Look, I'm just telling you the facts. Okay. You don't want to hear them? I won't tell them to you.
No, but
she's raising
it's
money.
Not working for regular people. I'm not talking about her campaign. We know that rich people want to keep wages down for the middle class. That's happening, and it's happened over decades. Why are they shoveling money to Kamala Harris? Because she's a champion of the middle class?
No, I'm answering a different question. When you're asking the right question, when do we get policy? And I'm telling you, it won't be until after August 7th.
August 7th is the date when Harris officially becomes the Democratic presidential nominee through the virtual roll call, and the Democratic convention platform starts to take shape. But the convention is not for another few weeks, so O'Leary's point is that while it's fine to question the Harris-Walz campaign about policy, you don't usually see policies fleshed out until the convention. In the meantime, the Harris campaign has been setting fundraising records, and mostly from small donors, not from billionaires. And by the way, a note about Kevin O'Leary. Recognize him? He is a Canadian businessman who has starred on the ABC television show Shark Tank. It's where entrepreneurs who are seeking money for their startup businesses make presentations to venture capitalist investors called sharks, including O'Leary. In other words, O'Leary is a well-known expert on the strategies and messaging that it takes to get people to open their wallets and invest. Only in this segment on Fox News, he was talking about the Harris campaign and kept trying to explain to a befuddled Laura Ingraham why the Harris message and fundraising effort is working. Ingraham, though, only wanted to focus on the money coming from Silicon Valley and what Harris might do in return. However, O'Leary, who was a conservative, did throw a bone to Ingraham. Watch.
Back up in Canada, we had a candidate who never, ever gave policy, never did an interview, and just kept saying, don't worry, I'm bringing sunny times. And that's exactly what she's doing. Now, I don't know if she has executional skills. Nobody does. But what she's going to have to do is move these policies into the middle, because she's not going to get Pennsylvania on gun control.
The thing is, the Harris campaign knows that. And it's why the Harris campaign and their surrogates are already describing Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz as a Midwestern centrist. There's also a strong effort underway to talk about tightening the U.S.-Mexico border, boosting small businesses, and addressing other concerns of moderate and centrist voters, including the economy and education. At the moment, though, bask in the joy of seeing Fox News host Laura Ingraham getting frustrated and humiliated on her own show thanks to a Fox News guest. Amazing. By the way, Donald Trump and MAGA are freaking out over being called weird.
By the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird?
In the wake of the relentless attacks and labeling, Donald Trump is now responding.
Well, they're the weird ones, and if you've ever seen her with the laugh and everything else, that's a weird deal going on there. They're the weird ones. Nobody's ever called me weird. I'm a lot of things, but weird I'm not.
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.